spirits for mercy. What they do is up to them, she says, giving the woman a frosty look. You mean he might still die? The woman says, her creamy face growing paler. Mommy is the best healer in all Oyo, I say proudly. She won't let him die. The woman shrinks from my gaze, busying herself with loose threads on the waistline of her silk dress, arrogance driven away by fear. Turning back to Mommy, I hold out the cracked bowl without a word. I know what she would say, why she didn't bother responding. Just because we don't understand others doesn't mean they deserve our ridicule or hatred. Never mind that we're the only ones required to live by such a rule. Mommy tilts the boy's head up and pours the palm wine into his mouth. He gurgles feebly, but drinks it all. She lays him back down, and I fetch the palm oil and salt from the cupboard. There are only a few drops left in a jar of palm oil that was supposed to last 6 months. Too many healing rituals. Harmattan season is upon us, and it's dry. Sandy winds drive children into the forests like a traveling musician draws crowds. The Ajes come during Harmattan, guiding hunters through the thick underbrush, flying from tree to tree. One child they choose will have a wish granted, so even with the prevalence of Okonkwo bushes near Ajes tree houses, children flock to them all the same. I would too, if I didn't know better. Even the magic of the Ajes cannot call back the dead. Mommy dips a finger in the oil and marks the boy's face, for softness, to ease his journey in the spirit realm. Then, she dabs some salt on his tongue, to remind him of the taste of human life. I stretch a hand over his chest, but she shakes her head. You will wear out. I don't need half as much rest, I insist. It's too risky. My abilities are known, but yours. What's happening over there? The woman asks, voice rising to a shriek. What are you saying? I realize now that Mommy and I have slipped into our native tongue, Yoruba, a relic of the past kingdom outlawed in public. She's preparing for the ritual, I say quickly in Charan, offering the woman an apologetic smile. She wants to make sure everything goes well. The woman narrows her eyes. If anything happens to him, I'll make sure you rot in Mascon prison, where you belong. I draw in a breath, feeling as though I've been slapped. You should be first to die then, for letting your child fall ill in the first place. I want to scream in her face. The woman spits again, and it takes everything I have to hold myself still. Mascon, Adalu. It's times like these, when these insults wash over me, that I drown in a well of anger. There are so many words for what we are, words sung over me like a lullaby of curses since my birth. The message is the same. We are not human. We are tainted, tools to be used and discarded. It never changes, this ugly dance. This woman no doubt came here for the winter festival, perhaps to meet a friend she hadn't seen in many moons, or even a lover. Wealthy Ain guardians like her flock to Oyo like crows settling on a corpse. Celebrations here are cheaper. The people willing to bow when they see a light-skinned face. They are ready to worship, and Ain guardians crave worship. When they run into trouble, they look to Mommy and me. They're willing to pay so dearly for illegal magical help, from curing boils to saving an infected leg. But after, when it's time for drinking and dancing, they remind us we will never sit at the same table. We are dead wood, cut down for the fire that warms their cold hearts and hateful faces, whittled into the benches they sit on. They beat us, insult us, and expect us to keep serving without complaint. So Mommy and I make bitter leaf pastes for blemishes and pain, draw fever from hot skin, and exhaustion from weary bones. And when the soldiers come, purple and gold tunics flecked with